Hey guys, welcome to the Vaughn Johseph Show. As always, it's your host, Vaughn Johseph. Today, we start Season 2, Episode 1 of Authors of Amazon. We have with us today the author of the Cyprus Papers, Mr. C.W. Bordener. Stay tuned.
For myself, you see the sun started to shine in my mind.
Today, Authors of Amazon, we welcome Mr. C.W. Bordener, who is the author of the Cyprus Papers. His first book, he's going to be on Amazon, and it's almost a guaranteed bestseller. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, smile. You look nervous. It's easy. It's casual.
Okay.
We're not going to hurt you today, I promise. Not until we get you off air. So, tell us about the Cyprus Papers.
So I'm excited to talk about my book, The Cyprus Papers. It's about a consultant who has a client who has some offshore tax accounts. When my client starts when my character starts looking into her client, some people start dying. There's lots of financial intrigue. There's a car chase. There's some murders. It's a very exciting book, and I am very excited to have everyone read it.
For that. So, what made you decide to write a book? I mean, a lot of people climb a mountain, wrestle alligators.
Yep.
You decided, I'm going to write a book.
Yep, I had choices, and I decided to write a book. I felt I had a chance. I had a story in me that I wanted out, and it was a chance for me to swing for the fences. I had a lot of passion about this book and about this story. And honestly, when I started writing it, just kind of started writing itself. Like I put together an outline, a loose outline of what events were going to happen. I think for me, one of the coolest things is when you started writing, it just kind of takes some turns, some things that you didn't quite see ahead of time. And afterward, I would write a chapter. Sometimes I'd look at it and be like, wow, I didn't expect that turn. I didn't expect a certain event to happen. And it just kind of writes itself after a bit.
Excellent, excellent. So, what was the process that you went through to actually write? Because I sometimes have to write shows, but I'm working on screenplays at times, and that is very challenging. The character development and researching and bringing all these different pieces together to make a finalized project. What was the process that you went through when you first started on your daily writing schedule? What did you go through to make it happen?
For me, the most important aspect of writing is rhythm. When you get into a rhythm, when you sit down every day at a certain time, and you know you have 4 or 5 hours allotted to write, you get into a rhythm. It allows you to more clearly able to see, I guess, the bigger picture. You're writing your individual part. You're able to see the bigger picture because you're in this rhythm. Because I try to do one chapter a day. So a typical book, or my length book, is like 40 to 50 chapters. So you can imagine that's 50 days, and you're like, well, your book should be done in 2 months. Easy. But that's just the first draft. And I figure if I get into this rhythm, I can more effectively stay on top of that one chapter a day. And as far as character development, I've been lucky enough, been fortunate enough to have a very interesting career in consulting, where I meet a lot of very interesting and intelligent people. And for me, one of the fun things was taking some of these people that I know and kind of turning them inside out. Like you take someone, maybe some of their physical attributes, but you almost make a opposite of what they kind of really were in real life. So for me, it was an opportunity to take some of these people that I've known that are interesting and kind of weave them into the book. So there are some real life people in this book.
Yeah, that's probably made it a little easier to get started with finding characters when you base them off of people in your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if they are in the book, will they know that they're in the book when they read the book?
As a matter of fact, one of my beta readers was in this book, and he did recognize himself, and he took it really well. And I think he I think was a little bit flattered and appreciated that I actually weaved him into the book. But he didn't take any offense to it, and he actually kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I flatter him. So I hope he took it down.
Still sent you a Christmas card the next year, and
yes, absolutely.
Send you a fruit loaf or fruit cake or whatever. That's awesome. So what is the long-term plan? What are you going to do? Do you want to continue writing books? Are they going to stay within this genre? Or are you going to branch out and do like romance novels, or what's?
Romance novels are not my thing. I really am passionate about thrillers. I like to think of mine as smart thrillers. So yes, they are thrillers with some action aspects. I think I also like to make them a little bit, have the reader have to think, maybe not be as predictable. And I also like taking a little bit of a using a business person as a protagonist. I'm not saying that's always going to be the case, but for me, it was important to actually have that be a business person, because I've read so many like John Grisham books and books and the like where you there's a lawyer or a doctor. You don't necessarily have to be a lawyer or a doctor to understand that, but they're also reflecting their background. And that's what I'm trying to do, reflect my background as a business person, as a consultant, and make an interesting backdrop story. I have seen a lot of interesting, financial intrigue in my own workplace, and it's kind of shadowed here.
Yeah, yeah. How long have you wanted to write a book?
I dabbled in writing in college. I didn't do it seriously. In my profession, I have to write reports, and so business writing I've always had to write. So this was just taking it from a boring business perspective and putting a story around it, and making using interesting characters that I've met throughout my career.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody that's just starting to write, and what should they do? What should be the first steps that they take?
To me, the first step is just to write, just to get the story going. Write. You can write the ending, you can write the beginning, you can write the middle. Just pick a point, start writing, and then start developing the craft and the story with the help of beta readers as you get the draft going. Hi, I am C.W. Bordener, the debut author of the Cyprus Papers, a story about a consultant who uncovers some nefarious actions of one of her clients, and when she does some investigating, some people start dying. There's a car chase. I think it's a very good read. Please check out my website, cwbordener.com, for more details. I hope you enjoy the book.